Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the following subject. YouTube turns off ad revenue for fake movie trailer channels after deadline investigation. With AI technology increasing day by day, it's easier than it ever has been to create fake movie trailers. You can literally log on to a website or log on to something like Stable Diffusion, type in a few prompts, and you can generate yourself, a Batman trailer, a Superman trailer, a Marvel trailer, easily as anything within a few hours, even within a few minutes if you've got a great PC to make it on. And you can put this trailer out and it can fool people into thinking that you've created a real trailer. Someone who comes across it randomly on the internet, it's hard for them to tell between an official trailer and a fake trailer that someone's put out. If you're using real celebrities in your AI generated trailer as well, that line between what's real and what's fake gets blurred even more, and I understand why YouTube have decided to step in here and do something about it. So let's get into this and break it down, because it's kind of a crazy story, but a very important one, and it kind of shows YouTube's mentality on the fake trailer industry on their platform. So this comes to us from Deadline. Deadline is a great website. You can pretty much take this to the bank. Accurate information here, guys. So YouTube has stopped two major fake movie trailer channels from being able to monetize their AI-fueled videos. The Google-owned video hosting giant has turned off ad revenue on Screen Culture and KH studio trailers after Deadline investigation chronicled the scale and sophistication of their output. Like I said, they're putting out movie trailers, but they look so real that to someone who's not really paying attention, you wouldn't know that they're fake. You would think that they're coming from the actual studios behind the movies, and it's hard to tell. And these YouTube channels are making money off of other companies' IPs as well, which falls into a grey area. There's a lot of copyright laws. It's very, very messy and hard to get into. I'm not a lawyer by any means, so I couldn't really tell you what the outline of the copyright laws are when it comes to fake AI trailers, but YouTube seems to think that it's crossed some sort of line here. So Deadline analysed how Screen Culture is creating trailers that closely imitate official marketing material for franchises like the Fantastic Four First Steps and Superman, but splices AI imagery to tease irresistible details about the movie that appeal to their giant fandoms. So yeah, they're making trailers, fake trailers, but they splice real parts of the trailers, and then they have fake AI imagery and videos spliced together with real parts of the trailer to make it even harder to discern what's real and what's fake. But it can be very misleading to someone watching it who doesn't know. Obviously, it generates a lot of views, it generates a lot of revenue, and it's a very grey area. Some people will be fine with it, some people aren't fine with it. There's a lot of people with a lot of different opinions, and I'm not really sure what the answer is, or what should be done about this. Because if you're trying to manipulate audiences into watching a trailer thinking it's real, that's kind of bad practice. But at the same time, if you're able to do it from a legal standpoint, is there anything against it? It's a very tricky one. So, KH Studio, meanwhile, imagines outlandish versions of major films and series, including James Bond movie starring Henry Cavill and Margot Robbie, and a Squid Game season with Leonardo DiCaprio. Our deep dive revealed that instead of protecting copyright on these videos, a handful of Hollywood studios, including Warner Brothers, Discovery, and Sony, are secretly asking YouTube to ensure that the ad revenue from the AI-heavy videos flows in their direction. The studio declined to comment. So yeah, it absolutely makes sense. I mean, if you're one of the heads of these studios, let's talk about Marvel, for example, as everyone knows Marvel. If you're a studio representative over at Marvel and you go onto YouTube and you see that someone is making thousands and thousands of dollars off of promoting fake trailers based on your intellectual property, which is Marvel, of course you're going to then contact YouTube and ask for a part of that revenue. Someone is using your intellectual property spliced with AI imagery to generate thousands of dollars for themselves, and you should be entitled to that money, Marvel, because it's their IP that's being used to generate revenue. So they're absolutely well within their right to do that. Now YouTube has suspended Screen Culture and KH Studio from its partner program for violating monetization policies, meaning that they can't earn ad revenue from the videos that they produce. They can appeal YouTube's decision though. So it's possible they could appeal the decision, but it's very likely it's going to be overturned. YouTube's monetization policies state that if creators are borrowing material from others, so if you're using like Marvel or DC content, you need to change it significantly to make it your own. It adds that the videos must not be duplicative or repetitive. Man, I struggle to say those words. And should not be made for the sole purpose of getting views, which is exactly what Screen Culture's channel is all about. It's all about getting views. It's all about splicing AI videos into real trailers to try and generate as much view and revenues as possible. That's exactly what they're trying to do. So furthermore, YouTube misinformation policies prohibit content that has been technically manipulated or doctored in any way that misleads viewers. And again, it's a very, very grey area, but if you go onto Screen Culture's YouTube channel and you look through some of their videos and the way they're titled, the descriptions, it could be seen as misleading. Someone has to make that call over at YouTube as to what's misleading content and what isn't. But Screen Culture could definitely be seen as misleading for a lot of people. Screen Culture has been approached for a comment. KH Studios founder said that the intention of the channel was to entertain with what-if ideas rather than mislead viewers. I've been running KH Studios full-time for over 3 years now, putting everything into it. It's tough to see it grouped under misleading content. In the demonetization decision, when my goal was always to explore creative possibilities, not to misrepresent real releases, they added. So that was a comment there from KH Studio, who makes these kind of what-if type of videos. They kind of make these fake AI type of trailers. They say they're not trying to mislead people. It's literally just kind of an experimentation kind of in creative possibilities. Whether they're being truthful with that statement or not is absolutely hard to tell, but obviously they're generating an awful lot of revenue. So again, a very grey area. I invite you to make your own decision based on their statement there. So Deadline asked YouTube a series of questions about how its algorithm boosts fake movie trailers, as well as how Screen Culture videos outrank official trailers in search results. YouTube declined to comment. Can you believe that? Screen Culture's videos outranks official trailers in search results. So they make a fake Superman trailer and it gets outranked. It outranks the official Superman trailer. That's kind of crazy. And you could see why movie studios would be very up in arms and very kind of angry at what's going on with these fake trailers. In an interview with Deadline, Screen Culture founder Nicholas P. Chaudhry, I'm not sure how you say that, sorry if I butchered it, said he oversees a team of dozen editors who create many as 12 videos a week based on his instructions. Screen Culture's views and subscribers have more than doubled in the past 2 years to 1.4 billion and 1.4 million respectively. The success has translated into millions of dollars of ad revenue through India-based Chaudhry, which was coy about exactly how much he is earning. They've generated over millions of dollars in ad revenue off of other people's intellectual property. So again, man, it's kind of crazy, and it makes sense why the studios are asking for a part of that revenue. He said most YouTube users understand that Screen Culture is not stuck with official videos and that people can find legitimate trailer by searching for the official channel. For those who are fooled by his trailers, Chaudhry said, what's the harm? Because the harm is, if you're putting out a trailer, like a fake AI generated trailer that's a DC trailer, and someone thinks it's real and it's a bad trailer, then it's going to show DC in a bad light. Even though it's not an official DC trailer, someone's going to think it's an official representation of the DC studio company. So if you're putting out bad content, it's going to affect people's opinions going on to DC content because they think the trailer's official. So it does have a knock-on effect if people think that your content is real. So again, very grayish area, but it looks like these two big powerhouse YouTube channels have been demonetized. YouTube seems to think that they're breaking the guidelines when it comes to content creation. Guys, I invite you, jump into the comment section, let me know what you think about this. Are you happy that these two big channels have been demonetized? Do you think that it's kind of crazy and that they shouldn't be demonetized? Do you think there's no problem with what they're doing with these big AI kind of trailers and content? Whatever your thoughts are, guys, jump into the comment section. I'm sure a lot of you will have really big opinions on this, because it's kind of crazy. Like I said at the beginning, AI content is becoming easier and easier by the day, more and more realistic by the day as well to generate, and fact from fiction is getting harder and harder to tell when it comes to trailers. So let me know what you think down below. As always, thanks so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. Consider becoming a subscriber of the channel if you haven't done so far. It goes a long way to supporting the content, guys. And as always, I will see you in the next video.